Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've ever been hands-on with enterprise software, you already know the drill. Managing promotions, vouchers, and loyalty programs across massive user bases, it can quickly turn into absolute chaos. I'm talking system crashes, tangled permissions, and margins that just evaporate. Today, we're dissecting Promosphere version 4.11. It's an enterprise-grade promotion engine that fundamentally rethinks how we handle this exact complexity.
Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to really think about your own day-to-day operations for a second. How much profit is lost to poorly managed promotions? I mean, consider the hidden costs of disjointed systems where your marketing tools, your sales data, and your analytics literally don't talk to each other. You add rigid, insanely expensive AI tools to that mix, and you are, for sure, leaving money on the table every single month.
Right now, the industry is totally split. On one side, you've got the typical market challenge. Fragmented systems held together by duct tape and prayers, agonizing margin loss from out-of-control discount stacking, and vendor-locked AI that just drains your IT budget. But contrast that with the Promosphere solution. We're talking about a unified, incredibly protected architecture that natively safeguards your margins and brings in this revolutionary bring-your-own LLM approach to AI. So here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with enterprise chaos, move into the Promosphere architecture, then promotions and vouchers, check out the BYO AI advantage, and wrap up with analytics and margin protection. Let's get right to it. Section 1, Enterprise Chaos. The solution to all that enterprise chaos actually comes down to the single number, 4. You see, Promosphere doesn't rely on simple, flat role mapping, which, let's be honest, is notoriously prone to errors. Instead, it uses a cascading 4-gate role-based access control system. This ensures absolute structural isolation at every single level. Let's break down those 4 gates. It's like a series of locked doors. Every single feature, even menu visibility, is evaluated through this cascade. First, it checks user-level module permissions. Second, tenant-level allow lists. Third, plan-level billing capabilities. And finally, route-level menu configurations. Only if an action passes all 4 of these strict gates does it actually become visible. It's an airtight security model. It literally makes cross-tenant data leakage structurally impossible. And you know how diagnosing complex permissions can be a complete nightmare? Well, Promosphere includes this brilliant feature, the one-click heal tool. For super admins, this is an absolute lifesaver. Instead of spending hours pulling your hair out over a support ticket, trying to figure out why a user can't see a specific button, you just look up their email, view the 4-gate verdict grid, and hit a button. Boom! It's a 30-second, idempotent fix that safely grants the correct permissions. No more headaches. Moving on to Section 2, Promotions and Vouchers. Out of the box, the platform supports a super versatile range of promotion types. We're talking standard, percentage, or fixed amounts off, fully configurable buy X get Y offers, free shipping, cashback credits, and even points multipliers for your loyalty programs. But what makes this a real game changer is how strictly these can be controlled. You dictate if discounts are stackable or non-stackable, and you can target them precisely by loyalty tiers like bronze, silver, or diamond. Let's move to the voucher lifecycle and see how this builds. When your campaign actually generates a voucher, it doesn't just float around in the ether. It follows strict, highly auditable lifecycle states. First, it's issued. Then it's either redeemed, expired, or revoked. That's it. Every single voucher has a complete, unalterable audit trail showing exactly who issued it, when, and where it was redeemed. Total operational transparency. Section 3, the BYOLIA advantage. Okay, so BYOL stands for Bring Your Own LLM. Instead of being forced into some bundled black box AI pricing model where the software vendor marks up the AI cost, which is the worst, right? Tenant admins actually configure their own securely encrypted API keys. Whether your team prefers OpenAI, Anthropic's Claude, or Google Gemini, you just plug it in. And crucially, admins can set strict monthly budget caps in USD per user. This gives you total granular control over your AI spend. So what do you actually do with those LLMs? Well, Promosphere features an incredible catalog of 12 specialized AI tools. Just to name a few, we've got a copy generator that instantly creates multi-language marketing copy. There's Smart Fraud, which is super cool. It explains high-risk vouchers in a plain English narrative instead of just giving you some cryptic risk score. Predict Churn gives you a 0 to 100 score alongside the top churn factors and suggested win-back offers. And the Promo Assistant is a tenant-aware chat that actually understands your specific business data. It takes incredibly complex technical tasks and turns them into immediate business value. Now, what's really interesting about this is the natural language segment builder. Consider this capability. You literally just type a plain English sentence, something like VIP customers who bought in the last 30 days but haven't redeemed a voucher. And the AI automatically converts that into structured operational database rules. No SQL knowledge needed, no complex logic building required by your marketing team. It just works. But look, as we all know, AI can become wildly expensive if it's misused by employees. Promosphere built in a strict AI assistant guardrail to stop this before it even starts. It uses pre-LM regex logic to block over 21 off-topic categories, stuff like sports, politics, weather. It blocks them before the query ever hits your paid LMM API. The result? $0 in LMM costs for refused queries. It's a brilliant way to protect your budget by filtering out irrelevant chatter at step 1.
Section 4. Analytics and margin protection.
First off, you absolutely need to know who you're targeting, right? The platform automatically computes recency, frequency, and monetary scores to categorize your audience into highly actionable cohorts, like champions, loyal customers, those at risk, and hibernating users. This means you aren't just blindly blasting a 50% discount to your champions who probably would have bought at full price anyway. You can target the exact right cohort. But here is the ultimate safety net: margin protection. This is a real-time margin floor enforcement tool. It literally blocks promotions at the checkout level if applying the discount would push the net margin below a threshold defined by the tenant. Whether you configure it on a per product or per category basis, it acts in real time. It guarantees that every single sale remains profitable, no matter what crazy combination of discounts a customer tries to stack.
Section 5. Competitive edge.
So the crucial point is this: your typical competitor relies on flat role mapping that risks data leaks, forces you into vendor-locked AI with hidden markups, and only offers post-hoc reporting, where you basically find out you lost money after the fact. Promosphere, on the other hand, secures your operation with 4-gate RBAC, liberates your budget with bring your own LLM AI, and proactively secures your bottom line with real-time margin protection. It's a completely different league. I want to leave you with this provocative question, and I really want you to reflect on your own systems for a minute. With your current tech stack, are your promotions driving sustainable growth, or are you just giving away your margin? It is the absolutely most critical question for any enterprise running campaigns today. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep optimizing, and I'll catch you in the next one.